Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. Welcome to day 596. Chuck Schumer promised to have a Senate vote on protecting same-sex marriage in the coming weeks, whether or not there are 10 Republican votes to pass it. Several GOP senators have already publicly expressed support, including Susan Collins, Rob Portman, and Tom Tillis, while Lisa Murkowski hasn't committed either way. Ron Johnson, meanwhile, said he wouldn't support the bill, despite saying earlier this year that he saw no reason to oppose it. Johnson added that he believes the Supreme Court case giving same-sex couples the right to marry was wrongly decided, and Ted Cruz said he'd vote against the bill to codify same-sex marriage protections into federal law. The House passed legislation to do that in July, with support from 47 House Republicans. Meanwhile, a Michigan judge permanently blocked the enforcement of the state's 91-year-old abortion ban. The 1931 law criminalizing most abortions in Michigan, which was dormant until the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June, violated the tenets of the state constitution, says Court of Claims Judge Elizabeth Gleischer. Quote, a law denying safe, routine medical care not only denies women of their ability to control their bodies and their lives, it denies them of their dignity, Gleischer wrote, adding, Michigan's constitution forbids this violation of due process, end quote. She also added, quote, issuing a permanent injunction will cause no damage to the defendant attorney general or the interveners. The harm to women, on the other hand, is a wholesale denial of their fundamental right to an abortion, necessitating permanent injunctive relief, end quote. The Republican-controlled House and Senate can appeal the ruling, and the Michigan Supreme Court is also currently considering a proposed amendment to the November 8th ballot initiative that would add abortion rights to the state constitution. Moving on, Steve Bannon is expected to surrender to New York prosecutors to face a new criminal indictment. Prosecutors allege that Bannon and others defrauded donors to a private $25 million fundraising effort called We Build the Wall, which told donors that it would construct a wall on the U.S.-Mexican border. The case is expected to mirror aspects of the federal case in which Bannon was indicted but never tried because Trump pardoned Bannon before it could happen. And finally, the FBI found information about a foreign government's nuclear defense readiness at Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. Some of the documents that were seized were so closely held that many senior national security officials aren't authorized to review them. Only the president and some cabinet-level or near-cabinet-level officials could authorize other government officials to review these special access programs. The documents, however, were stored at Mar-a-Lago with uncertain security for more than 18 months after Trump left the White House. And in the polls, NPR says 67% of independents say they don't want Trump to run for president in 2024, while 28% say they want him to give it another shot. Overall, 61% of voters say they don't want Trump to run again. 27% say they want Trump to run even if he's charged with a crime, including 61% of Republicans. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.